I'm Jerry James Stone and you're watching Cooking Stone. On today's show, I'm going to make a roasted artichoke with a baked egg. What I love about this recipe is it's actually fairly simple. It's just a matter of cleaning the artichoke, which is probably the most difficult part. Removing a choke from an artichoke is not fun. But after you do that, it's really just a matter of roasting those artichokes and baking the eggs inside them. And it looks really, really fancy. It's not a lot of work, and it just adds this sort of upscales any meal or any dish. So I think you're really gonna like it, and it'll soon become a favorite. Enjoy. So one of the first things we need to do for this recipe is clean the choke. Clean the artichoke. So that actually means removing the choke from the artichoke. So first step, let's just trim a little bit off the stem. We want to get to the meat of that stem. Then I want to just actually, I'm going to peel the stem because we don't want to remove the whole thing. Just want to remove the outer part. We're now going to cut the artichoke in half. Now, you could trim off, like if you want to do it restaurant style, you could cut off the top ½ inch and then trim all these leaves. But you know what? Like, I'm not a restaurant. I actually kind of like the natural look of it. So now I'm just going to cut the artichoke in half. And there we go. This is the part that we're going to remove, this sort of disgusting choke part, which if you've ever seen an artichoke flower, it's actually beautiful. It turns this really wonderful indigo blue. It's gorgeous, but you don't want to eat it. Now we're going to go through the painful process of removing the choke. What I like to do is, for this recipe specifically, because we're going to bake an egg inside of it, we're just going to cut along this little furry line here up into like these outer edges and hopefully just pop out most of this choke. And then whatever we can't pop out, we'll just scoop out with a spoon. But this stuff is really unpleasant, so you just want to make sure that you get all of it out of there. You do not want to eat it at all. Grabbed a little too much there. I got most of it. Then just using a spoon, you can scoop out the rest. We're going to rinse these anyway, so just that'll get the remaining parts. But as you can see here, now we have this lovely cup, which is perfect for baking an egg. Because artichokes can brown so quickly, we're going to soak the halves in water with half of a lemon to prevent that while we make our breadcrumb and cheese mixture. So to start with, we're going to use 1/2 cup of Panko breadcrumbs and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Now with our breadcrumbs and our Parmesan cheese in the mixing bowl, we're going to use the other half of the lemon. So we use the first half of this to soak the artichokes in a lemon water to prevent them from browning. And this other, we're just going to add to, not the seeds, but add the lemon juice just to help mix this breadcrumb and Parmesan mixture, which will then be placed into the artichokes. We're now going to add our cheese and bread mixture to these artichokes, just a little bit. Now we're just going to put a slice of lemon over the top of each one, and we're going to bake it. So now that we've baked the artichokes for about 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and place the eggs inside them. So you kind of have to remove the lemons and the fresh thyme a little bit out of the way, so we can use these lovely pockets for the eggs. Now we're not going to cover the artichokes when we bake them for the remaining time. We want these breadcrumbs to crispen up and the artichokes to get nice and crunchy. So it's important that your artichokes are setting flat so there's a nice cup and that the egg is not going to pour out into the dish, right? Just take your egg and add it to the artichoke. So now that they've baked, so the eggs have just set, we'll add a little bit more fresh thyme to go on top. Add some more cheese, because you can never have enough of this. And some fresh cracked pepper. How gorgeous is that?